And I'm recording now. Linking partners. Let's talk about linking partners, and I'm going to do a screen share with you. Okay. Sometimes the problem in the body is not that there is a physical problem with a gland or organ or muscle, but there's instead a lack of connectivity, a drop in awareness within the body itself. In other words, the body has lost its awareness of that area and is not sending enough healing energy to that area. So I would like to help you learn how to identify those pockets of low energy within the body and how to find another area of the body that will help to support and heal that area that is low in energy. Many times we can follow the meridian line, follow the meridian energy, and find these other healing areas. And I call them linking partners that are along the meridians, a particular meridian. So, for instance, let's take a look at a meridian here. And why don't we go to one that has a lot to do with the shoulder. So let's take the shoulder for instance. And I'm going to go to the small intestine meridian here and make this a little bigger so that you can see where I am. And let's say that you find a problem here somewhere in the shoulder, that your client comes to you with shoulder pain. And you test, and I'm going to show you how to test, and you find that, yeah, in fact, this area is testing weak, it's testing low in energy. And then you follow the meridian line, and you may even go to the wrist, and when you connect one hand on the wrist and the other hand on the shoulder, all of a sudden that area that had tested low in energy tests normal. So the points on the wrist have now opened up the channel and are delivering energy to that shoulder area that was congested, that was having trouble. So it's kind of important to know where the meridians are, and you know where they are already. You have learned them. You have learned their path. And now you can use this knowledge when you find a problem along a meridian, let's say a back problem, back pain, okay? And you find that maybe it's mid-back, maybe it's right here in the mid-back, and you go along the channel, and all of a sudden when you bring your hand along a certain part of the channel, all of a sudden the problem that was here starts to resolve. So you are, in essence, creating optional positions that help restore that awareness within the body so that the body can heal more effectively. It's not always along a meridian line. It could be somewhere else in the body. So the connection could be somewhere else, and I'm going to teach you how to find it. It's not hard at all. It's actually pretty easy. But I want you to keep in mind that many times it is along a meridian path. And knowing where they are is very helpful in you being able to locate linking partners very quickly. So let me stop the share. And I'm going to ask Diane Wolf to be my partner for this. I want to go to Diane Wolf. I'm going to go to video. Diane Wolf, are you there? Diane? Can we check and see if Diane is there?
Lourdes, Diane's having a little trouble with her audio right now.
Okay, there she is. Okay, Diane, you're there. So I am going to go to video settings, and I want to turn off everybody except Diane. So I want to do what I did earlier.
Yeah, I've asked everyone to turn their cameras.
Everybody except Diane, please turn off your cameras.
Lourdes, Diane is having some audio issue.
Okay. So if Diane, you're having audio issue, I'll call another of the assistants in. So who would like to be my partner here? Amy will. So everybody except Amy, turn off your video.
Let me have a check.
Okay, so that I only see Amy and myself, and we're recording. Okay? So I am going to use the big prop. Diane, go ahead and turn yourself off because I'm using Amy. Please. I need you to turn off your video, Diane.
Lourdes, I don't think she can hear you. Can one of the assistants let Diane know by text, please?
Okay. So what I'm gonna do first is call Amy in absentee and place her in the prop. And I'm gonna use the large prop so that everybody can see what I'm doing very clearly, okay? And this is really easy to do. Okay. And I'm gonna bring this closer. Okay. So, Amy,
Yeah.
just so that it's easier to make contact with you, can you remove your shoes?
Yep, I'm barefoot.
Okay. And I'm gonna call you into an absent treatment. Onto session in, onto session in, onto session in. Okay, so I have you in the prop, and I'm just gonna go ahead and open up your crown a little bit. So, Patty, can you hold the prop up for me like this a little bit so that I can open the crown and the students can see? Okay, so I'm opening the crown. Honcho session in, honcho session in, honcho session in, daikomyo, daikomyo, daikomyo. Okay. Okay, and let's bring the prop down. Amy, place your hands when your lap palms up. And I'm gonna go to your left hand. Tell me when you feel the energy.
Got it.
Okay, I'm going to your right.
Got it.
Right, okay, I'm going to your left foot.
Got it.
And to your right foot.
Got it.
Got it? Okay. The reason that I'm doing this is that I want to make sure that I have a really good connection to Amy. So let's get this in a way that everybody can see me. Okay, a little bit higher so that you can see my face and see the prop. Okay, all right. So now, Patty, this is kind of sideways. Here. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Lady Ho. Honcho session in, honcho session in, honcho session in, daikomyo, daikomyo, daikomyo. Honcho session in, honcho session in, honcho session in, daikomyo, daikomyo, daikomyo. Okay, so I have the daikomyo with me. And I am going to look for areas within Amy's energy field that may be low in energy. And when I find one, I'm going to use the body pendulum. When I find one, I'm going to go backwards. So I'm just working from the aura. I don't even have to touch the body. I can work from the aura. So I'm going forward. and look right here, and I am over your face, and I'm going backwards. Amy, just to verify what I'm picking up, would you do me a favor? Stand
Yes.
and place your hand right here and do the body pendulum. Let's see if you go backwards. Yes, you do. Yes,
Yeah.
you do. Okay? So this area, and do you know what may be going on? What's going on with you? Why am I going backwards?
The only thing I can imagine, my allergies have been kicking up a little bit lately. And it's pretty unusual for this late in the summer. So I don't know if something's blooming outside. That's weird.
Okay, so this could be respiratory allergies. It's a possibility. Okay, so this is low in energy. So this is showing that this is an issue right now. Okay? And you got the same results that I did. You went backwards when you tested. So now what I want to do is find something that may be able to help you with the respiratory allergies. And I am going to just, and I am right here over your sinuses. Just out of curiosity, I want to follow the lung meridian. I want to follow the lung meridian and see if I can find anything along the lung or large intestine meridian that may be able to help you with the respiratory allergies. Why am I choosing the lung and the large intestine meridian? Well, because we're talking about breathing and respiration, and the lung would be connected with that, and the large intestine meridian is the partner to the lung, and it ends up, where does the large intestine meridian end? Right here. Okay, so I'm going to stand up. I'm standing up, and what I'm doing, I'm keeping one hand here, okay, and I'm backwards. So right now my body is aiming backwards. Can you see that? I'm leaning backwards because it's showing me that this area is low in energy. So watch my other hand, and I'm following. Watch my left hand. And now I'm going forward. So I may have found a linking partner, and I want to verify that with Amy. So Amy, would you please stand up?
It felt warm in that area of my body as soon as you put your hand there.
Okay, so place one hand right over your sinuses. Okay, and now I have the other hand here. Okay, so what we're gonna let's lock this into body memory, because you don't have three hands. Okay.
Yeah.
Watch how I'm gonna lock it into memory. Okay, so watch me, okay? Watch what I'm doing. I have both hands in the position that I'm testing. I'm going to bring my ankles together and separate them. Now I have them locked into body memory. Okay, so now Amy, see if you go forward.
Yeah, strong forward.
Strong forward, okay? So what I'm doing, absentee, is affecting Amy in real time. Does that make sense to everybody? And to verify, I'm gonna go ahead and release it so that Amy can show you. Amy, do me a favor and place, let's see, how am I gonna have you do it? I need you to do the same thing. It can be either or. Do this,
I can do this.
this, there.
Yep.
See that? Okay, do it by itself. So just do the sinuses so that they can see, and you go backwards. And then do this, make the link, work with the linking partners. See that? Can you guys see what we're doing? By connecting the linking partner, the two partners together, the two areas of the body together, that brought more energy to the area that needed healing. Now, how long should you hold these positions? Well, you should add this to a regular self-treatment. So if I were working with Amy, I would give this position to Amy as an optional position during her self-treatment time to help with the respiratory allergy. Okay? Any questions so far? Let me see if I can find more linking partners. So Amy, would you please stand up? Okay. And I'm hunting for linking partners. And right here, here's what I think is another linking partner. So let's go ahead and test that, Amy.
It doesn't feel as strong as the first one, but I still went forward.
Okay, so this one, yes.
Yep.
And we need to let Sean in. Hold on. Okay. Okay, and I'm going, and all I'm doing is I'm just going down the long meridian. I'm going to the end of the long meridian right now, to lung 11 and the sinuses. I'm not getting much here. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to the large intestine.
Oh yeah, that was a strong yes.
Okay, large intestine. And now I'm going to work up the large intestine meridian.
Oh, yep, that's another good spot.
Right there. Working up.
Oh, yes. That was a good one.
That's a good one. I'm going to go to the throat. Nothing happening there. Okay.
No.
But we found some really good linking partners for your respiratory allergies. So we have upper arm and sinuses, then at the wrist and sinuses, beginning of the large intestine meridian and sinuses. And one way that you could treat, because Patty, can you aim that at me? So how you can check yourself, because you don't have 3 hands. What you can do to test yourself is, and I'm gonna fake it right now because I don't have any respiratory allergies. So if I'm here and I'm going backwards, what I'm gonna do is lock this area of the body into temporary memory. Hand is in position, lock my ankles and separate. Now I have hands to explore. So I'll start exploring down my body until I go forward. And once I go forward, then I can test them together. I can test and verify that yes, these are good linking partners, that when I connect them, the body gets the message and starts the healing process. Does that make sense? That makes sense to everybody? Okay, so let's find some more linking partners. Let me find something else that you may need help with. And all I'm gonna do, I've done Lei Jiho, and all I'm gonna do is keep exploring. And I'm exploring from the aura, and I'm just going down the body, looking for areas that make me go backwards. Ooh, there's something here at the shoulder. You want to stand up and verify that that's so?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, is it the front of the shoulder or the back of the shoulder?
I'm wondering if it's the back. It's what I usually have trouble with, but I'm massage, so it could be some soreness from the.
Okay, so you've been experiencing some soreness there?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, so let's find some linking partners for the shoulder. And obviously we have meridians that we can trace, but I also want to find if the healthy side helps. Sometimes the mirror image, the healthy side is what you need. So obviously the first thing that you're going to check when you're looking for a linking partner is the meridian that runs along the path. But you can also check the mirror image, the healthy side. So let's do this. Okay? So what I'm doing now is one hand on the shoulder that caused me to go backwards. And then I'm going to go to the healthy side and see if that changes things. Not much. No, that doesn't do it. Then,
No, I mean my right shoulder's a mess, so I would be surprised if that helped.
okay, so now I'm going to the hip. I'm going to make a box and see if by going to the hip that resolves it. Not much.
Yeah, very little. It moves, but not like the other strong linking partners for the other example we did.
This down a little bit. I'm going to the opposite hip. Not much.
A little bit.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the meridian. Okay, and I'm going to go to the small intestine meridian, because which is the meridian that makes the M or V or W shape at the back of the shoulder? Small intestine, right? So let's go ahead and go to the small intestine meridian. And I'm going to go to the beginning of the meridian, and I'm going to link. And I'm going to keep working over the meridian. Keep working over the meridian. And it's not doing anything. So I am going to go to the leg. I'm going to go to the leg. And Patty, move this back so that they can see what I'm doing. I'm never going to reach. I am not that big. I'm not going to reach from the leg to the shoulder. Why am I going to the leg? Because the gallbladder meridian is here, and the gallbladder meridian is really involved with moving energy and with the shoulder as well. So if I'm getting no results from the arm, when I link to the arm, I'm going to go to the leg, because these are limbs. I'm working on I'm working on the limbs. So the counterpart, the limb that is the counterpart to the arm would be the leg. So I'm going to test both legs against the shoulder. And since I can't reach all the way down comfortably, I'm going to lock the memory of the shoulder into my body memory so that I have the ability to go all the way down. So watch. I touch the shoulder, bring my ankles together, and separate. Now I have the shoulder into body memory. And let's see what Amy does. So now I'm coming to the gallbladder meridian. How's that feeling, Amy?
I think that's better. I would say it's like medium strong. It's definitely doing more than the other ones were.
And I'm working up my leg, and look, watch what I'm doing. I have one hand on end of the gallbladder meridian on the fourth toe, gallbladder 44, and I'm working my way up the channel, but I'm on the same side of the body. So I'm gonna, what
That was right there, Lourdes.
right there?
Yeah. I'll try it too.
Okay. Right
Yeah,
there.
I just did it too.
Okay, so I'm letting go of the foot, and I want to identify what's making the difference. Is it the combination of the fourth toe and the thigh, or is it just the thigh? Let's see, just the thigh now.
I think it's the combo. I'm still moving forward, but not nearly as.
The combo,
Oh yeah, definitely the combo.
the combo. Let me go to the other side of the body. Sometimes the opposite side, the mirror image, makes a difference. So let's see what happens here. So I'm at the fourth toe, and the thigh. Which one is better?
Oh, both the combo, and that side is way stronger even than the left side combo.
Okay,
Strongest it's been in any of the testing for the shoulder.
and let me explain to you why that could be, okay? Energy comes in one side of the body through the hand, through one hand, and exits through the opposite side of the body. Normally. So if you go like this, Amy, go like this, okay. And actually, let me see, which way is more comfortable? Actually, flow the other way.
Yeah.
You flow the other way. So you flow from right to left. And for some reason, your right foot is able to unblock this better. And I'm not sure why, but that's what it's doing. So let me try it again.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So that would be a linking partner. Okay. That would be a linking partner for the shoulder issue. Is this making sense to you guys? How we're looking, how we're finding these linking partners? Nobody's responding.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. That helps. Okay. So far we found some nice linking partners for the respiratory allergy, seasonal allergies, and then for the shoulder tension, we found that working on the leg here, making this combination right here along the gallbladder channel, especially on the opposite side of the body, made a big difference. What about the shoulder? Let's test the energy, because you're having problems with this shoulder as well, the right shoulder.
That's like chronic.
Okay, so let's see if the same linking partners, if you respond to the same linking partners.
Okay.
And let me test. So right now, let me release the body memory, because I still had it in my body. So now I don't have any temporary memory in store, and I'm just going to go ahead and check this shoulder. Patty, can you lower this? Thank you. Okay, it's more here. But let me try the back. Let me try the back. Yeah, it's the back.
Yep, definitely the back.
It's definitely the back, okay? So I'm gonna look for some linking partners down your back. Okay. So I know that I am, what's in this area? Well, we have bladder meridian coming through here. We have governing vessel coming up. We have small intestine passing through the shoulder. We have gallbladder, so it's probably related to the gallbladder, but I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and see if it is. So now I have one hand, and I want to find where I go back. Here. This is where I go back, okay? Now, let me find a linking partner.
Yeah, Lourdes, my body's sort of like in that spot. One more to the, like one more.
Yeah, right there.
Right there. There. Okay, let me lock it. Okay, try it now. Do the body pendulum, see, notice how you feel.
Yeah, that's a good one, I think.
That's a good one? Okay. All right. So this would be a good set of linking partners for your back. And I know that this is going to be difficult for you to do hands-on, but you can treat yourself absentee like this, or
Yep.
place yourself in a grid, and on the grid, you can take the acupuncture ball. This is what I would do. Set up a nice grid. Set up your acupuncture doll and place either a chocolate or a needle right here where we went backwards,
Yeah.
and then take the other chocolate or needle and place it here so that you're receiving energy in these two areas. These are good linking partners for the back issue.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I would do. And to that grid, I probably would add some blue kyanite, black tourmaline, or even selenite, just to get things really moving. And watch yourself carefully, because you don't want to overdo it. Maybe start half an hour today. If you have those stones, set
I do.
just half an hour.
Okay.
Notice how you feel after the half hour. Okay, and then do it again tomorrow, another half hour. If it's still feeling good, and if you're noticing improvement, maybe go to 45 minutes. So gradually, I don't want you to be here 24/7, not yet. It may be too stimulating, just a little bit at a time. Okay, so do you guys understand what we did? How we determined this? We located positions, okay, that made us go backwards. We located those positions. And then, with the other hand, we started looking for positions that caused us to go forward again. When we find those positions, we found linking partners. And we can create optional positions out of the linking partners. They are often along a meridian pathway, but sometimes they're not. They could just be on the mirror side of the body. They could be, so if you think of a big rectangle here, and these are the four corners of the rectangle, the shoulders and the hips, it could be along a hip, it could be along the foot. So you need to kind of hunt, but it doesn't take long to do the hunting. And then you can begin adding these as optional positions in addition to the complete session. You can add these positions to a grid by taking your model and then marking with a little chocolate, and take a little piece of plastic tape and a little piece of paper and put the chocolate on paper, tape it to the areas where the linking partners are, or take the acupuncture needles or just a fine needle, place it at each area and place this on your grid. And then if you want even more, a greater effect, add stones that cause energy to circulate. And those stones are usually selenite, black tourmaline, and blue kyanite. They're great for causing movement. But you're not going to leave this for hours and hours and days. How about half an hour at a time? Start today with an hour. Tomorrow, If all is going well, do another half hour, and then gradually, maybe go 45 minutes. But don't add it, and let it go. Just a little bit at a time, just to see how they do. And then if they're overstimulated, and how do you know they're overstimulated? They're getting dizzy. They're becoming dizzy, nauseous. That's a sign that it's just too much for them. Not that. Ground them. Give energy to the feet, ground them. Take the grid apart. Okay? So this is how you find linking partners. It's so easy to do. It's an incredible help because now you're working with the body's own way of healing. You're looking for areas that are low energy and finding areas within the body that support and balance those areas where there's low energy. So let's come back here, and I'm going to give you your assignment.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
This is actually for Amy. Amy, when she was moving to different places and you said, oh, that's good, or nah, it's not very good. What exactly were you feeling when you said, oh, that's good, that's a good place?
Oh, yep. It's sort of and it's part of it is because I've done linking before. It's the strengths of the moving forward or not. Like there are some linking partners that could be okay. Like the lower part of the leg that if we didn't have the really good one on the thigh, I could have probably used, but it didn't seem as strong. It was just more mild than the ones that were like, oh, I really feel like I'm going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't really what you were feeling, it was your body going forward that was kind of like saying, yes, this is a good one.
Exactly, like the strength of the pull of the pendulum, if that makes sense.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
And Amy, one more thing. Could you just be standing and waiting for that? Or did you have to have your hand either on where the pain was and or on where the other linking partner was to get the forward or back?
Yep, I liked having my hand there because I felt like it helped with my intention.
Okay.
One more question. Lourdes, you mentioned selenite, black tourmaline, and one other thing that I couldn't hear.
Blue kyanite.
What is it?
Blue kyanite.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do this. I want to go back to gallery view. So please turn on your cameras if you wish. And I'm going to give you an assignment. We're going to go into breakout rooms. And I think it's going to be helpful to work in groups of 3. So Amy, how do you want to break up the class so that we're doing groups of 3?
Okay, that's fine. It'll just take me 2 seconds.
Okay, so listen to the instructions first. You're going to work in groups of 3 if at all possible. There will be a client, a Reiki master practitioner, and an observer. The observer's job is just to help out. Okay? That's all the observer is going to do. You, the Reiki practitioner, will call in the client using the absentee technique that we've been practicing all day. Making sure that you have a really good connection, that your client can feel energy in their hands and feet, so that you know that you have a connection, a good connection. And then once you have that connection, you're going to work with your prop. May I have the bear? Okay, thank you, Patty. You're going to work with your prop, and I suggest that you stand when you do this. And you're going to call in Lady Hope first, and then use the body pendulum to scan for areas that make you go backwards. Okay? And you can also verify this with your client. If your client is standing, say, focus on this area. Do you go backwards? Okay? And they should be able to go backwards when you are in an area of low energy. Then with the hand there over that area of low energy, you're going to look at your manual. You're going to look at the meridians. Okay, you're going to look at the meridians. and you're going to say, okay, what passes through here? And then you're going to follow that meridian path and see if you can find a place in that meridian that causes your hand or your body to go forward. When you find that position, you found linking partners. I want you to start there. The linking partners are not always going to be along a meridian pathway, but many times they are. If you don't find anything along the meridian pathway, try other areas of the body. The opposite side of the body could be a linking partner. So the corresponding, if you could think of the torso as a rectangle, okay, this is one area of the rectangle, one corner at the shoulders, and then my hips make the other corners of the rectangle. Go to the hips. If a problem is with an elbow, the solution may be at the knee. So what would be corresponding to the elbow? Well, the knee. What would correspond to the fingers? The toes. Okay, does that make sense? The forearm would be the lower leg. The thigh would be, the corresponding part of the body would be the upper arm. Okay, so you have to play detective, but you will find them. And you can't hurt anyone with this technique, and you can do a lot of good.